Hi there everybody, it's ML-inженеров, sculptor this fine nourishment who brings value from an experience, and today we're communicating with you about GPT-4 and clustering algorithms. It will be the connection of two topics of K-means, K-means, P++, K-means, sharp, P++, K-means, D-means, Kanish, D-means, Cure, Cure, Chameleon, Clara, Clarence, Fast, Clara, Fast, Clarence, and others of clustering algorithms, and also GPT-4 as the large language model, and how clustering could be connected with it. Today we're communicating with you about it. First of all, let's talk about word-to-vec and doc-to-vec technologies. We have word-to-vec. It is when for the specific vector we have for the specific vector we have the specific word, or for the specific word we have specific vector. And the same with doc-to-vec. For the specific document it is the specific thing that contains inside of it words, and for these documents we have specific vectors too. It is actually generalization of word-to-vec. Okay, we have the technology of word-to-vec. Imagine that we have the x-axis and the y-axis, and here's the dots, yes? And for example, here are the words. For example, flame, fire, and also something burning, and etc. It is kind of they are almost the same. They are near each other. And also we have words such as ice, water, frozen, and they are here, and they are different, and actually they are antonyms for each other. And actually here is synonyms, here is antonyms, and actually and they are actually similar to each other, but actually they are these two clusters, they are different from each other. Yes, okay, you already maybe getting some knowledge right now, and you understand how GPT-4 works in some sort of way. Not like Jesus Christ, you know already how it works, this 1 trillion of neurons inside of it. Yes, and I want to say that this word-to-vec technology could be used actually inside of it if we are creating it by ourselves. Yes, how to create GPT-4? It's a task actually to create GPT-4. You can do this by yourself. You can kind of you can use your you can even it's kind of 30 seconds to do this. Well, it's joking, guys, kidding. But actually today we are communicating with you how does it work maybe, and how can we do the same. It is about clustering. We cluster specific words. Yes, clustering in the specific topics. This topic, this topic, this topic, and etc. Then we can cluster more generalized in terms of the documents. Kind of, we talked about words, and in terms of the documents. Documents actually it is our topics that we are speaking to each other. For example, we are talking about sports, about hobbies. Hobbies could be sports too. It is kind of, we have the set and subsets inside of it. Yes, and we have sports, music. Also we have different types of music, pop punk genres, yes, and also the punk genres and rock genres, and also we have some of the classics, and inside of it we have Blink-182, My Chemical Romance. Also we have Panic at the Disco and others for the pop punk bands, and Ludovic Einaudi and Iruma and Hans Zimmer, Howard Shore for classical music. And when we speak about them, it is actually two different clusters. It is, imagine that we have the ball, or maybe the circle inside of it, smaller circle inside of it, smaller circle, and then it is set theory of mathematics actually. And it is all about kind of topics that we are speaking, communicating to each other, and inside of it, the smallest one, singleton, will be the word, or maybe even the letter. A letter, it is actually letter to vec. It could be two actually. We can do this, but more productive will be actually word-to-vec, yes, or maybe syllables. It could be two. It is all Jesus Christ. We can think about it differently. Actually, we can think in this way, in that way, and others. So, how GPT-4 works in terms of the clustering, guys? In terms of the clustering, we are not talking about classification, regression analysis, and dimensional reduction. In terms of the clustering, actually, we have specific sets of topics that we can communicate with it, and we can communicate with it in different ways. Communicating in terms of the Shakespeare, is communicating in terms of the kind of real-time communication, communicating in terms of the psychotherapist, communicating in terms of the pedagogical things, communicating with the kind of nice dude that we are hanging out, yes, with this dude. And actually it is different types of to communicate with this person in terms of the personality personality, and also inside of it we have the specific topics, because psychotherapists could communicate with us about music, about movies, about games and others, yes? And the same with the person who is, for example, the sportsman. If GPT-4 will be in the role of the sportsman, then we can communicate with him too about music, about movies and other things. And actually it will be the set, and inside of it subsets of topics. Set, and inside of it subsets of topics. Set, and inside a kind of mentality, our perspective that we look to, and that we are looking at the world. Imagine that you are a person, yes, and you are looking through different perspectives. You can look at the world through the painter perspective. For example, you painted, you look at the world through different forms, shapes, pentagon, hexagon, heptagons, octagons, nonagons, decagons, dodecagons, and also beauty of the world, colors, hues, saturation, and contrast, and other things. Or you can look at the world through the mathematics, and actually pentagons, hexagons, heptagons, octagons, nonagons, decagons will be for you with width, length, height, and other things, yes? And with different angles, degrees, and etc. The same with this model of large language model, that it has the main set of the perspective that we look through, and also we have kind of, then inside of it we have subsets or subclusters. We can look cluster, subcluster, subcluster, subcluster. Actually, cluster is a synonym for set. We can use it. I can allow it to do right now, but actually it is different terms. If we will look at, we can look at the world through different perspective of philosophical perspectives, through the integration or differentiation. Integration when we unite everything, and differentiation when we disunite everything, and we can kind of disjoin them and disjoin and make them kind of separate to each other, yes, opposite to each other, and we look through this perspective. So right now I talk about kind of when we generalize things and we kind of make them integrated to each other and united in some way that yes, it is almost the same thing. Setting and also clustering, it is almost the same, but actually it works with yes, it works with the clustering. It is actually a specific task of machine learning when we speak about k-means, k-means plus plus, k-means sharp, robust k-means plus plus, dbscan, dbscan, q, kurt, chameleon, clara, clarans, fast clara, fast clarans, fast pm1, fast pm2, faster pm, eager pm, dmv-cj, dmv-sc, dmv-cvae, rcc, rcdr, cdr-sgd, drc, dec, cor, homm, mini batch k-means, affinity propagation, spectral clustering, spatial temporal clustering, fuzzy c-means, k-modes, k-prototypes, dmv-cj, also em, gmm, sting, wave cluster, cobweb, and other algorithms of clustering. If you want to listen more about how these clustering algorithms work, you can follow my 85 plus different videos about this topic. Actually, I talked about it. Right now it is more about kind of connecting and making videos more contextual in terms of the kind of different types of technologies that we have in our world. And by the way, if you want to watch video about how GPT-4 works or introduction to it, you can watch my previous video. It will be nice to do. So it is not kind of ads here for you, advertisements or something, but you can do this. It will be interesting. Okay, and GPT-4, yes, it works with this way. Actually, it works in terms of the, it has the input of your input, words, tokens. You input some tokens that you write by your own, yes, then it will be output from the set, subset. So from this cluster it will pick the answer. Actually, it is one of the models how we can look at it. It is maybe not the real model that it works, but it is one of the models how I understand it. Yes, we have inputs, we write something, and then it is outputs from the sets. It is kind of folders in our computer. It is our folders inside of our mind. Almost, guys. Yes. Right now, people who are inside of the RNN, DNN, CNN, HNK, NP, LST, MAE, VAE, SAE, DAE, GAE, GAN, JAN, GNN, DF, FFF, DBM, BM, RBM, and BM, I mean, RBM, BM, NTM, ESN, ELM, GRU, MC, MLP, they will say, oh, Jesus Christ, Igor, what are you speaking about? It is all about neural networks, not about it. It is all about user usage of neural networks in terms of the NLP, NLU, NLG, natural language processing, natural language understanding, natural language generation. Why do you speak about it? Actually, but actually it is decision trees, so we can say it clustering plus decision trees in the same time. But I hope that my talk, my spiel right now kind of made you think about these things too. Yes, it is all about it, but actually we understand that it is inputs of our neural networks, then outputs of predicts, forecast, guesses and things, and also latent layers, and also weights here, and some of the sigmoid function, and also ReLU, linear ReLU rectified unit, yes, and also softmax function. Yes, this one ReLU, this one linear ReLU, and this one of what it is 1 over 1 plus e to the power of minus x. It is the sigmoid function, and also softmax function of exponential divided by the sum of the exponentials. And ReLU and ReLU, they are ReLU, it is when we use max of 0 and x, and it is in parentheses, and also we have max of 0.x comma x, it is ReLU. So okay, so right now we learned more about it. Yes, it's interesting, by the way, to communicate with you. It is one more topic, because you liked previous video, and that's why I decided to create more video about GPT-4. Maybe you are interested in, and leave in the comment section below what did you learn, what are the new ideas that you came up with, and leave in the comment section below also to the future videos, what would you like to see and what would you like to learn. And see you next time. You're a nice guy, girl. Today we will learn more about GPT-4 in terms of the clustering and connecting these two things together. So thank you a lot for watching. See you next time. Improve Daily, go forward. Everything depends only on you, and see ya. Bye bye.